guys, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to make a YouTube video about going medieval. I noticed the last video I put out there was like a 2 to 3 minute black screen and I couldn't go back and edit it. So, you know, I appreciate you guys' patience with me. But I've been playing this game off of stream or anything for a while now. I really don't play this on YouTube or anything, which I probably should, because it's a fun game, and I wanted to take the time to show it off today. So let's jump right into it. Let's make a new game, and we're gonna go standard today. And let's see, new life, lone wolf. I'm assuming that you can customize how you want to start off. Yeah, so scenario, you can make your own scenario, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna keep it standard, go to a new life, and then I have a preference of what kind of terrain I'm looking for. I typically like to make the map large, just because the maps are kind of small anyways. But let's see, I think it's the hillside is one that I like to do, just because on the valley, it's kind of it's got like a lot of ways to make farms and stuff, but it's really flat. And then the mountain zones are kind of, they're so mountainous that making any buildings it's kind of tough. So just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna do hillside. I wanted to show you guys the villagers. So each villager can start with different skills, different mastery skills, different perks, different disadvantages, and their age and stuff. I try to typically I like to look for something that evens out, but it looks like I'm not really getting anything good. Let's go around. Alright guys, got my villagers here. Let's see, I wanted to show you guys what I ended up with. So I got Kima, and you can check her stats here in not the stats, but the skills. You know, she's got 1 star in animal handling, carpentry, 2 stars. She's a melee fighter, and she's good in smithing. As far as her, let's see, weaknesses, she doesn't worry about. There was other perks that I seen, but I'm assuming they only come up whenever she's in a bad mood. So that's a good thing. They're not always active. They do become active if they are uncomfortable. You know, so that's a thing. Looks like we got Ricard. He's got 1 star in intellect. He's a bowman, so he's a marksman. He's also good in melee, mining, smithing, and speechcraft, which is good. Looks like we got another carpenter, construction, culinary, which is good. We're gonna need that, and medicine. Medicine is super important, just because you end up getting villagers with either broken bones later down the line, and you want somebody that can repair that. And then you got somebody that can tailor, so that's good. We got a little bit even. We kind of got all the same, so it's not too bad. We got a good selection. So I'm gonna make it to where they're allowed to pick all of these right here. Able to handle all these. Let's see, don't think we have anything out far, so we kind of landed in a good spot. I like to gauge the island that we landed in, and see what we got. We got a bunch of looks like we got some coal, some clay. Clay is super useful. Come winter time, you're gonna want a lot of clay, so that's good. We have coal. So the one thing that I have noticed playing this game for as long as I have is you want to start crops pretty fast. So you want to look for soil. Looks like we have soil, we have grass. I believe there is fertile soil for crops. See how it says right down in the bottom left corner, it tells you, if you have your mouse over a certain terrain, it'll tell you description of what type of soil it is. So right here is a rocky soil, you know, clay 100%. I believe that there is fertile soil though, but looks like we only ended up with just regular soil. So because all down here we have a huge chunk of soil down here and clay that we're gonna end up mining out, I'm gonna build my little cabin. Oh, looks like they have something died over here. Okay, so I need to make sure I have at least one person going over here to. Oh, I forgot. I do need to create a stockpile. I forgot about that. So stockpile is usually the zone designated to store all your items in, and usually, you know, you want to designate it somewhere outside. Is going to be fine for now. Later on, we're gonna have a storage house, and probably end up explaining how that works later on also. And let's see here. It looks like we have rats already here. That's crazy. But okay, so I wanna make sure that right here. Oh, keep clicking the wrong button. And I want to make this as big as I can here. Go. And go. And then she's gonna go for this. Drag that to the stockpile. And then I need to cut down all these trees. So let's see, I believe it is under. I'm already forgetting some of these commands, but oh, here it is. Okay. Down trees. Oh, there we go. And then there we go. And then I'll put all these over here. And I want to be able to gather. I want to gather the berries. So I don't want to gather all of them. Just because in the winter time, pretty much everything ends up dying. That's on your land. So you want to save some berries for the winter time, and I need to make sure that I actually tell them that, because if I don't, I'll end up cutting down every single berry that I find. So when it gets close to winter time, I'm gonna start farming berries. I'm probably saving some of them for after winter time, because I'll end up replanting them. I did learn my lesson there for the couple times that I did try this. So, you know, error on my part, but you know, we learn. So it's the important thing. And let's see, I want to start building a house over here. So I want to build it next to my stockpile, and because we only have 3 people, something small and comfortable will work. So I'll build something like that, and build the wall here, the wall over here, kind of close it off. Now we're gonna build our little cabin made of wood. I need to make sure I put a door. Actually, not here. Do this first. So I like to make sure it's even. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let me delete. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I wasn't sticking to the walls there, but there we go. We got it. Okay, so now we want to build a thatch roof. We should have enough thatch, and then so you can see the roof. I don't want to be able to see the roof. I know it's there because of these edges. I don't want to be able to see the roof, so I just want to be able to see the just the edges of it, so I know that I'm building it correctly. So because I don't have any technology just yet, I need to just build, or some research, because there is research in this game. You do have to research everything to make it better, obviously. And so I'm just gonna build 3 beds there, And after that, we're gonna speed this up a little bit. I'll come back to you guys once we made a little bit of progress, you know. I wanted to show you guys this job section right here. Before I showed you how the cabin is going. So obviously the lower the number, well, not obviously, but the lower the number, the higher the priority. Higher number, the less they're gonna do it. Okay, so what I normally do is I normally prioritize what they're good at. Put that to the highest priority, so that way they know, you know, to do that specific task. And everything else. So right here, if you guys see, I just got a warning: food reserves on stockpile low. Now that just says it says it's a low, just because I haven't moved any of these things, but that's okay because they're slowly moving it. But I should have paused it there while I did this. Now I know it should be all right for a bit. Also wanted to show you guys this right here. The manage tab allows you to prioritize what your villagers pick up. Now I normally leave this to all weapons, just because the villager will pick up the proper weapon that they're good at. You don't normally have to worry about giving them priority to either melee, no melees, or melee 1, two-handed, range, etc. They'll normally pick up what they need to, what they're good at, from what I've seen. If they do end up picking up the wrong weapon, you just hit no weapons. They'll drop the weapon they have, and then the correct villager can go and pick up that weapon if you ever run into that issue. Alrighty guys, we made it through the first day. This is the second day, so as you can see, they made their little cabin. They have the hay beds. I did forget to mention the schedule. So throughout the first night, they were getting pissed off at me because I wasn't sending them to bed. So the default schedule is a little crazy. It makes them work all the way until about I'd say like 10 o'clock at night, 10 to 11, and they hate that. They really hate that. So I had to up their sleep time, but I am making them wake up. It was up until 4 o'clock that they slept. So because I gave them about 3 extra hours more of sleep, I did take away 1 hour, just so they can, you know, prioritize doing a little bit more work a little bit more earlier. So it's gonna help in the long run with their mood and make sure they're staying happy and stuff like that. They do require to have fun, stuff like that, and they have like their own religion, so you need to make their own little religious outposts or little statues and things like that. So you know, they need to have all that stuff on hand, you know. But so far, you know, this is the progress from day 1 to day 2. We're in day 2 right now, 10 hours in. And this is pretty much, you know, how we started off with all the woods. They're chopping all the hay down. You know, they still haven't organized anything, which I thought they'd do it by now, but I guess not. But that's fine. I mean, as long as this deer does end up going bad, but I think because it's in the body, like the whole meat and everything, it takes longer for it to go bad. So we should be all right. These right here are seeds. So later on, I'm going to end up planting and having my own little lumber farm and everything. So we should be all right with that. And yeah, guys, I'm just gonna keep her going here, and we'll see what happens on day 3. Alrighty, guys, beginning of day 3, and making some decent progress here. I did set up one of their outposts here, one of their religious altars, and then a little leisurely table here. They are getting pretty upset, but nothing too serious. You can always check their mood, so they're getting a lot happier. The only thing they're upset is they're eating raw food, so I do have to make a campfire here. Now the rain doesn't affect the campfire, so it should be all right. The only thing that does affect campfire is you'll get rats and foxes and wolves that'll come to your camp, and they'll end up stealing your food, which is bad. So it looks like now they're starting to prioritize the stockpile, actually putting stuff where it goes. Um, looks like nobody can use a longbow yet. I'm assuming just because of the level they are. But I do have some people equipping some of the weapons and shields. So that's a good thing. And I do believe, like this guy, yeah, he's an excellent marksman. He doesn't really have a very high combat skill in anything, but I mean, he's got higher in melee than marksman, so that's what I'm saying. The AI kind of knows what weapons to choose and what not to choose. So that's a good thing. You know, that's one less thing you got to worry about as far as anything else. What would be cool also, like if it rains and stuff like that, like it'd be cool if they got cold. I'm not sure if they do, because I think they get cold only when it's wintertime. So I don't think they can have different clothing for wintertime, which I don't think I'll be able to make. Just because of the amount of research it takes. It definitely takes a lot. But I'm gonna get started on making them food. Just so they have a little bit. You make 10 to 23 of them. And I think we're getting close to, I believe, our first season, which is going to be summer. We just start off in the spring. But before that, I usually like to get my crops going. So that I need to make a research table for my crops. Go ahead and start that. Looks like we're going into day 4, so I'll come back to you guys once they're done sleeping. Usually at night, nothing really interesting happens, you know? Alrighty, guys. We are in day 4 now. Doing some good progress. The only thing I seem to be delayed on is my crops. I usually like to have those by day 2. But I did delay on my research table, which is how I get the research done for the crop. So I'm just gonna put this at 99. I just normally max that out, let somebody do that, whoever wants to do that, and you know, just infinitely have that going. So now that I did my research table, a new tab unlocks. I get my research. Here in my architecture tab, I can see I can unlock the wood beam. Now this takes 15, so we need this to unlock everything else. So we're just gonna go ahead and unlock it. And then right here it says unlock crop fields to ensure a steady supply of food for the upcoming winter. So this is kind of like a must, because during winter time, it gets rough. And we need to make sure we have that up and going. So I'm trying to see what kind of field we're gonna work with here. I want to take down these trees right here, so that's what I'm gonna do. Take down these trees to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry, and probably make our field from about right here on up. I'm gonna make a oh, and we have our first encounter. Lone traveler. Rangy hawker empties their pack, spreading a selection of oddments on a linen cloth on the ground. I buy and sell things that take my fancy on the road. They say with a crooked smile. Take a look if you like. So we have a vendor here. We have a vendor visiting the camp. Normally I don't usually deal with merchants this early. I don't really have anything to offer or trade. It's not going to really be beneficial for him or me. And so we're just going to leave it like that. We're just going to focus on building the farm. Try to get this up and going as fast as we can. This is the only place that I see that's viable to build. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and then I'll come back once they have all that built out. Okay, so before we end in day 4 here, you know, they're still researching. The merchant is still hanging out. And I was able to get, for the time being, I just built 2 crops of cabbage, 2 lines, and then 1 line of berries. I don't really have a math system to this. It's more of a I don't really have that many villagers, so I don't need a whole lot of food, and I don't want to abuse the amount of seeds that I have. I'm limited on seeds, and then I want to slowly back off how many berries they eat. Just like I said, I want to keep some of those after winter time. So like these bushes right here, I'll probably end up leaving those, so it's auto saving. And yeah, I'll be back when it's day 5 here. All right, starting off day 5. So we do have our crops going, so that's a good thing. And the bad thing is, if you see that there's a rat over it, so I do have to fence this off. So that's a good thing that he showed up, because I can start building some fences around here. Like this. Then I kind of I want to preemptively build it large enough to fit other crops in here, so that way I don't have to worry about anything else coming in here. And I want to cancel this one and make a little door here. They're building it pretty fast. Yeah, they built it pretty fast. I forgot, you know, they're pretty good at building, so. And then, so this right here, see how that just continues? You can actually make it to a corner and then flip it, and there you go. Don't really have to worry about messing up those corners, because you can always go back and fix them however you want. Let's see if they finish this. So I'm gonna end up eventually adding all this, adding more crops this way. But this is just to keep the rabbits and rats out of here, because they do end up getting into your fields. Here we go. All right. And yeah, it should be nice. And then plant a little bit more cabbage here. Right here. And then plant one more berry here. And yeah, the merchant now is leaving. And yeah, so we should be good now. We're kind of steadying out on food and stuff, so we're doing pretty good. We're gonna see what happens here. All right, so we're starting off day 6 now. It's still raining. It's still springtime. And looks like my stockpile, my food stock reserves, keeps getting low. I did make an error. I got rid of most of the berry bushes except for these, which is not a good idea. But luckily I have more, and I am planting more right here. So the berry bushes don't really take long to grow. So that's good. You know, after 3 days, it says right here, you click on it, you know, number of harvest days, 3. So looks like these are fixing to start coming out also. The cabbages and as long as you get the crops going pretty early on in the springtime, the summertime they keep going, so it's not too bad. So you know, we're doing all right here on day 6. But I think for the time being, I think I wanted to end it here. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a taste of this. There's different encounters that happen, things like that. Your settlers end up going to war. So I'm hoping to, you know, show you more of you guys as I progress in this. You know, just see what happens. This is a super fun game. I enjoy it a lot. Like I've made it to, I believe, the 3rd winter, and I've had I'd say about 15 settlers in my camp. Have not been able to get to build the castles or anything like that, just because it's expensive. But I'm hoping, you know, if I keep progressing in this, I don't know if it's gonna be a playthrough or not. I'm not too sure yet. It might not be. I just wanted to show you guys this game because, like I said, it's an awesome game. I thoroughly enjoy it. You know, I enjoy all the things that you can do and all the moods the sellers end up going into. So, you know, if you guys enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate a subscribe, even a like. You know, if you guys want to see anything else, you know, just comment down below. See if I can stream it. If you know, I'm live. My schedule is fixing to change on Twitch, so I'm gonna be live, I think, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. It used to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But I think my kids kind of need a little bit more attention now as they're growing older, so I like to spend the weekend with them. But I'm hoping to push out as much content as I can during the week. So, yeah, I think this is my last week on my old schedule, you know, but not necessarily. You guys don't have to follow me over there. Like I said, if you guys enjoy the video, you know, give me a like or comment. Tell me what you hated. Tell me what you liked. Appreciate you guys watching, and see you guys next time.